What is going on, guys? Skip here, and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we're back with some red ball cricket as Pjizma and the Three Lions continue this second test match against the Indians in the subcontinent. If you did join us last episode, you would have seen that Pjizma absolutely brained the Indians all around the park, 150 off 170 rocks, inspiring the boys to a total of 743 in 200 overs. Today we do continue the test match. He's going to be a bowler heavy one as the Indians look to get some runs on the board. Strap yourselves in, the big fella's got the kookaburra. Let's see if we can pick up a fifer and get the big boy back on the map. If you do enjoy Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll make 100 in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. So here we go. The big Rituraj Gaikwad faces up ball number one against the big red, who I tell you what would be absolutely chomping at the bit for this. He stands at the top. Wayno says, hey, let's play some cricket, ladies and gents. So we're going to steam in over the wicket, and the first ball is going to be hit to Hamid at short mid-wicket. No run. We've actually pushed mid-wicket back. We've got the three slips in. We'll invite him to hit it to cover. Second ball is in, and Gaikwad's back defending. So with 700 on the board, you know we're going to be bowling in back-to-back innings. We've got to manage ourselves here as Gaikwad slashes. This wicket is very good to bat on. You can see that Pij is starting to lose petrol tickets early. We try the inducker. There's a bit of movement there. He leaves it through and we sniff his pits. You've got to fire up, especially after that magical 150 last innings. He's in again on the bat of Gaikwad. He pushes the man at mid-off this time. Superb start from Pjizma. For the last of the first, no real effort balls in India. We'll drop the bouncer in. There's absolutely no give there for him. It's a dot ball, 1 overs bowled, and India are none for none. You have a look at the figures of the Indian fast-pace attack. You know spin's going to be important today as the first of the second to Gaikwad has him on the back. Todd once again. Never taken a fifer in test match cricket. Can today be the day? Leg cutter to Gaikwad has him back. He's playing through the V, and this is going to be an absolute shift for the Three Lions here. And we can preserve energy by just trying our leg cutters and off cutters here. As we're into Gaikwad and he hoofs across the line. He gets it behind square. Not a lot of it. Enough for two. He does, and they're going to be the first runs we concede. First slip out, we put another cover in, a square, a slip cord, and roll the fingers over this, get the thick edge through gully. The plan is there, the ball didn't go to hand, they finish the over, and Wayno gives them 4. We have a quick spell after 2 overs, 88 for 2, manage the body onto Virat as the first ball he's leaving. Could be an episode of wickets or absolutely nothing. We roll in for the first of our 4th, and Virat's late cut in a second slip. You alright, bro? 22.2 bowled. You can see that Virat wants to work with the pace. He gets full this time, drives to cover, no run. It's an absolute road. Can we try slower ball Yorker? How does that one go to Virat? He sneaks it this time. He finds first slip. It's the bump ball trash, and Wayno shakes his head. Those ones always stump us. We roll in for the last of the 4th. We go short this time. We do. Virat takes one on the ribs. He runs down the other end. It concludes the 23rd, and it's 92 for 2. The ball is absolutely chewed up here. Can we work our skill in the middle overs? We're fast and on the batter. Gillespie, 148 clicks. Roll in. Schnick! 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 How was that? How was that? How was that, Wayne? Another bump ball sees us have another break. 140 for 4 as we roll in for the 35th. We've got the cordon where we want him as Vihari's back and he's lofting to mid-wicket, 1 and 1 bounce. India struggling here. We're going to change things up. Come round the wicket, set a leg side field, and we're going to have Vihari on the front, Todd defending. It's been a long 4 minutes into this one. Surely Pij has got enough skill to sort him out as we find leg gully. This is going to be a test for the Indians. Shout out to the crowd behind the sight screen. Best view in the house. We go fuller this time. We're worked off the toe. Square leg says no run. That is an absolute headache. We've done everything in our power to get a wicket here. This time we find the inside edge. It gets caught behind by Butler. Wayno's in the game and Pjizma's got number one. Well, that is how it goes in this game. The change of plan worked, a different angle. You learn something from this bloke, and that's you got to keep your captain brain ticking. Butler with the one juke shows the Corden how to do it. Vihari's gone for 5, and it's 5 for 150. Well, welcome aboard, Rishabh Pant. We've had some battles in the past, none bigger than this. They trail by 600. India as we're on the bat at 150 clicks, and we just let him know who the better Pant is. Well, it's personal between these two. We've got one for the viewers. Can we drop one short? Oh, he's underneath it. England really bullying India here. Well, hasn't this bloke just changed the game for the time being? He rolls in for the last of his 7th. Oh, and Rishabh's playing and missing. 37 a bowled, and it's 150 for 5. The inducker just straightened on a length. Can we get the outswinger to kiss off the wicket? Oh, we try just a little 2-leg side, and Rishabh eats that every single day of the week and picks up 4. Well, it was worth a try. Just the line. As we change it up and get short, this one straight between his eyes. Another right-hander on strike, and we continue the plan. Round the wicket, into the body and lifting to mid-wicket. So one might straighten the occasional kiss across the wicket. We nip one back this time. He drives it to the man at mid-off. A dot ball, 41 a bowl, and it's 159 for 5. Well, it's an extended spell here, and this is what we love to see. Oh, how was that one? How was that one? Wayno, we've asked the question. Have we done it from round the wicket? Yes, we have. That is beautiful, Pij. Well, I tell you what, you'd think that they would go upstairs for this. No, he's not gone upstairs. Did it nip back? Oh, I think Wayno's looked after us here. That is not out in my opinion, but it did nip back a touch. All it needs to do is clip the off stump. Sam's gone at 6 for 163. The ball came in. It nipped back. Did it do enough? Oh, that kissed the wicket. It's done what it's done, and Wayno's looked after us. Well, Mr. Tackle, you're about to get the same treatment. Stop kicking him. This time we're into the hips. He whips it through the leg side, shows the top order how to do it, and he's off the mark first ball. Well, we can have a completely new plan to Rishabh, and it's going to be round the wicket Yorkers. In on the toes, he whips, and he whips beautifully through the gap. The boys are up. I don't think it's going to go for 4, but the class of Rishabh shines, and the big fella comes back for 3. He'll probably push 4. And that's well run. We are more than happy to roll with that. 2 for 22. Richie will be happy. Was around the wicket. Rishabh's back. 43 a bowl. And India are struggling at 168 for 6. We take Gully out and fill him in on the ring at mid-wicket just so he can get into this plan. And that's exactly what we want to see from Rishabh. 12 of 25. We feed his strength. Oh, and that's going to be 4 wides. Buys. Did it clip? They're just buys and 4. Wayno's working. Now, that might happen from time to time, but it's A-OK. Plenty of runs to work with as we find the toes, and Rishabh finds the gap yet again. This one's going to kiss along the surface. He's going to pick up 4 more. Well, maybe feeding his strengths isn't what we need to do. We might have to feed his jaw, as that's what we do to finish the 46, and it's 176 for 6. Give Rishabh the field. Surely he can pinch this one down a fine leg. No, he gets on the back, Todd, and absolutely smokes that through extra cover. That is one of the great test match cricket shots. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll cop that one on the chin. That was Pjizma Pant-like. We finished the over with a bouncer, though, just to put him back in his box. 52 are done. That's 199 for 8. Well, you don't see this field too much on this channel. Literally giving Rishabh a single, and that's exactly what he does. He finds a man at mid-on, gets down the other end for 1. Keep them on their heels, and then pin the pad. Pjizma in. Round hits the inside edge, and that is short leg at its best. Number 3 is in the back pocket, and Pjizma's a star. Well, that's as simple as it gets. He's not going to pick up 5, and he may as well wrap the tail up. An easy one to short leg. The boys celebrate. Pjizma's got another wicket, and it's 9 for 204. Well, Mo Shami, You were only required with the ball once, brother. We're going to knock him over first up and make him bat again. Pjizma. Oh, it hits him on the leg. We go up. We ask the question. We don't have Wayno. It's a not out. And that is that. Shami faces the pace. Pops it up in the air. That was all she wrote. Pjizma's got 4. The field fits, and that is the end of the first innings, all out for a dismal 200. Well, it wasn't the 5 he wanted, but I tell you what, it was a masterclass nonetheless. He bent his back, he found the edge, and as we have a look at the scorecard there, India are out for 207, 536 runs behind. We said at the top of the episode it was going to be bowler heavy, and that is what we have got. The boys go off for a couple of darts and a couple of Gatorades before refueling and stepping out on the field once again. Let's pick up play with the first ball of the second innings. Pjizma's got that kookaburra in his head. Let's see if we can pick up 10. Well, a quick transition and Rituraj Gaikwad is back. Pjizma with the fresh pill. The field is ready to rock and roll, and let's see how we go. We've got half a tank of petrol, but that won't mean too much as we're in, and he's leaving first up. No run. So you'd think that the Indians will bend their back. This will be a longer innings, no doubt, as Pjizma's on the body once again, well bowled. And this is where it's really going to test us. You'd think we've only got a couple overs in us before we'll have an extended spell. A little bit of swing early. Dennis Patterson down the other end. We're in for the last of the first. Gaikwad's forward, defending, dot ball. The first over's done, and India are none for none. Into Gaikwad, wants to get on with it as he hits this one through mid-wicket. He's going to pinch a single, no need for 2, and India's second innings are off the mark. Well, Mr. Dennis Patterson, what have you got for us today? We go round the wicket, we angle in, and that's not a very good ball. He sits on his heels, pivots nicely, and hits it into the empty mid-wicket region. Do they come back for 3? Yes, they do. And this might be the last of Pjizma's first spell. None for 4 off 1.5 as he tries the in-swing in Yorker. She's a dot ball. 3 overs are done, and India are 4 for none. So the spell was had. We wait about 15 overs, no a lie, about 13 overs. 57 for 1 as we roll in, and we're on the body of Virat, who's just walked to the crease. Well, how will he like it when we try and knock his head off? Oh, he takes it on. He finds mid-wicket as well, the big fella. And we just chase him down and just let him know who the boss is as well. I wonder if the dryness of this wicket will just play a part as we're into Virat. He whips off his hips and we give him the single down to fine leg. It happened last innings. We bring ourselves on for the middle overs. Can we break it up here as we get the edge to Cole and it goes through gully for 4? Well, there it was. That's one edge. I probably should put the gully in, but we'll back ourselves. We go again. Virat leaves this time, and we go face to face. More face to chest. A little frustrating for Pij, but we got the runs on the board as Virat's back defending again. Well, it was another spell for the big fella. I thought we were feeling all right as we went through that, but hey, we're going to pick up play in the 45th over. It's 162 for 4 as Vihari's across and punching to forward square, no run. Just been nagging on good length balls. What have India got for us? The inducker comes and we beat Vihari, all ends up. Well, Jofra Archer's just gone bang, bang, bang. I think he's taken a hat-trick, and have a look at this. 198 for 9 as Pij is in, and he's cutting Mo Shami in half. Well, 4 in the first innings, none in the second. Surely we got to take number 11 with us as we hit the pad. We ask the question, have we got Wayno's in? I'm not too sure. He shakes his head and says no. Well, let's be real. I don't think Mo Shami's going to drive us through extra cover. We get the inducker going. We hit him on the back pad again, and we ask the question. Probably a little too quick for Shami as we roll in for the last of our 8th, and he hits it to leg gully. Well fielded. Joffa concludes the 54th, and the score stays at 198 for 9. Another opportunity to pick up a wicket in this second dig. We're into the body of Shami, and he's defending nicely. Last of the ninth. Again, Shami's done all right here. Can Pish find the edge? No, he gets back foot driven through mid-on. That is a shot of an opener. Is this going to go all the way for 4? It does. 56 are done. It's 210 for 9. Every single person on the boundary, I just want a wicket. And he schnicks it. And he finds the gap and it goes for 4. Well, when it rains, it pours. The Pant boys are putting on a show. Around we go to Rishabh. Still 9 blokes on the boundary, and he finally gets it off the hip. Takes the single down to fine leg, and we're going to have 5 at Shami. Around the wicket. Worked last innings. We go again. Length. Oh, that's nasty. That's real nasty. And C doesn't really like the angle of this. We try and break his toes. Oh, yes, we do. We break both middle and leg stump out the ground, and that is the test match. Pjizma, Pant, you deserve it. Well, they walk off. Jofra picks up 7. Pjizma gets the 1 in the end, and England win by 305 runs. There's your man of the match, 150 with the bat. 4 for in the first dig. A singular wicket in the second sees England do it, and do it comfortably. All out 231 India in their second dig. It took us 62 overs, but as you can see, we have romper stomped them, and we take a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. We backed up last episode's 150 with an absolute masterclass. 4 for, like we said earlier, and just the singular in the second. But hey, we put India on the back foot. We kept the big red storming forward. Hopefully, we can continue this momentum for the next test. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. Make sure you swing over and catch us in one of our live streams as well. But until the next one, ladies and gents, look after yourselves and those around you, and I'll catch you in the next one.